and decided that Uhuru Kenyatta is someone of interest. And the Daily Nation talks about him supporting Matiang'i, Fred Matiang'i, former CS, for 2027. Now, we've seen President Uhuru Kenyatta previously support someone else who's not William Ruto. A repeat of the same would mean a lot. Are we really putting too much on the former president? Do you think, even as a politician, he would sit back and openly support a different candidate come 2027? That he would openly declare support for any candidate come 2027?
So let me say this. I think as many presidential candidates as they want to come, let them come. In fact, it is good for us who support William Ruto. Let us have 10 presidential candidates, 20, 30, it's okay. Because I say this and I say it again, running for a presidential position, running to win, is a different matter from running just for the sake, so that you say you are a presidential candidate or something. Winning a presidential election is not a joke here in this country. But I would encourage them, in fact, let Matiang'i stand, let Kalonzo stand, let whoever stand, we have a very strong candidate in William Ruto. And the more for us, the merrier. I can tell you that the second year of any person in office, especially executive office, the presidency or the governorship, they are the most difficult ones. And we have sailed through that. Now, the results of the policies that we have put down, despite the fact that we lost the finance bill, will start yielding in the third year. And I can bet you, Fred, and any other Kenyans listening to me, that it would be very difficult to remove President Ruto. President Ruto is most likely going to win the next election. So even if you say that maybe Uhuru Kenyatta will support, we don't know for a fact. That's a story that is there, as you say. But when he was sitting as a president, he could not get his candidate elected. When he was having all the advantages of incumbency, he could not get his candidate elected, the candidate he supported. What makes you think that now he will defeat Ruto when now he is not having the advantages of the presidency and incumbency?
Do you think Uhuru Kenyatta will be interested in doing that, supporting someone else?
That is another question that needs to be discussed and argued, because I don't see what, you know, a lot of politics is about interest. So what is this interest that Uhuru would be pushing to remove the person who is in the office right now? I don't think, because if he's fighting for his Jubilee party, the Jubilee party is more or less disintegrated. It is also supporting the current president. So what is it? Is it a political party interest? Is it what? I don't see it. And then Uhuru himself doesn't have a record of being so vigorously political. Remember, his entrance into politics was very well, nicely assisted. From nominated, then he was made minister, all of us remember, and then later on he was supported by the then president. He didn't succeed. He became an opposition leader who was not fighting. You remember the days when he was an opposition leader. So really nothing much in terms of opposition story. So he's not an aggressive kind of politician. Even his campaigning, I mean, I was in those campaigns, the earlier ones. He would do his part, but I will tell you that William Ruto is a very aggressive politician. Mm-hmm. And we would do many more trips, even though we were in the same campaign during the TNA and it was TNA and RPU, I think. That other part. URP. Even during that time, that first time, when we were doing the campaigns, I was very associated then with TNA at that time. And I remember Duale and Ruto on the other side. But we were in the same team, fighting for the seat of the president. So we were in the same team. But they would cover many more rallies in a day than ourselves. I can say that for sure. So we are talking about a very aggressive politician. We are talking about a person who is occupying the presidency. And then we are talking about an ex-president who doesn't have any particular interests in protecting. What is he protecting? Because there's nothing that is not being fought. Nobody's really interested in, there's no particular need of dealing with Uhuru, as it were.
Yeah,
so
it would appear so many people.
From the look of things, let me finish. From the look of things, I can state I don't see any reason why even somebody would want to fight Uhuru. Let him be as an ex-president to do his thing, to do his life, be a grandfather, ex-president, and he finishes.
Yet there are so many people, different groupings that would want